Good morning, everyone. Professor Profit with Craps University coming to you once again with our Building a Bankroll series. This will be episode 6. In this series, we show you strategies that will help increase your bankroll. And anytime we increase our bankroll, we have a lot more fun at the casinos, don't we? We began this journey with a $1,000 bankroll, and in the first 5 episodes, we've run that up to $1,841. I don't want to mislead you and think that you're going to win every time. We've been on a good run here. We will have some losing sessions. And the secret to the losing sessions is you keep them to a minimum. You risk a certain amount of money, put a stop loss. And once you hit that stop loss, you quit for the day. At this level, we normally don't risk more than $300 of our bankroll. So at worst, we would walk away from the table with around $1,550 if this becomes a losing session. Now we always look for a $5 table, put down the $5 pass line bets, and then we will begin with a 64 across strategy. Once we hit 3 numbers, we will take that down and come back with the 32 across strategy. And if we hit 3 numbers, then we will repopulate the board and begin again. Now, anytime we hit a winning number, we will take down the 2 outside numbers, the 4 and the 10. When we hit the second number, we will take down the 5 and the 9. And that way, if we 7 out, we still just lose a minimum, which is one of the secrets to building a bankroll, is not only winning, but not losing the full amount. So we're going to go ahead and play about 10 to 15 minutes. Generally with this app, you'll get 6 rolls for every one you would get at a live table in a casino. So if you play here 10 to 15 minutes, it's equivalent to getting around an hour or maybe even a little more at a live table. Obviously, we'll be using random shooters here. There's no dice control in this game. That's generally what you're going to run into at a casino. If you're a dice controller yourself, of course, you can turn the odds a little bit more in your favor. But for argument's sake here, we're just going to go with random shooters. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll put a $5 pass line bet down. First shooter has the dice in hand, and here we go. Okay, we start off with a 5. We're going to start off with 64 across, and we'll do that by putting $10 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. Of course, the 5 will pick up behind the pass line with the odds bet. And we'll bump the 6 and the 8 up to 12. Since that pays at 7 to 6, that'll give us a $14 payout should it hit. Okay, first roll out is the easy 8. So that will be a $14 winner. And we will take down the 4 and the 10 as part of our strategy. Next roll, that's the 5, that's the number. So the pass line bet will be live here. The place bets are off, as you can see on the screen. Here goes the roll. 5 once again, and we're going to go ahead and take down the 9, and the 5's already down since we hit it, so that leaves just the 6 and the 8 at risk, and we hit the 7. So rather than losing all of our bets, we just lost the 6 and the 8, and of course the pass line bet, and we actually came out a little bit ahead on that shooter. So second shooter comes up, throws a 9, that will be our number, and we'll go ahead and just repeat the 64 across bet, pick up the 9 back behind the pass line, cap up the 6 and the 8, and here we go. There's the 5 once again. So that's a $14 winner, and down come the 4 and the 10, the sister numbers. There's the easy 8, so another winner there, and we take down the 5 and the 9, and that leaves the 6 and the 8. And the reason we like leaving the 6 and the 8 is that's the one that is hit most often other than the dreaded big red. So if we leave that up, we feel like we have a better opportunity to hit that third number and then reduce down. So here's the roll. Okay, 7 out, so once again, about a break-even shooter. So shooter number 3 coming out. There's the easy 6. And we're just going to rinse and repeat on our bet. See if we can get through the 3 numbers here. And on this one, we're going to bet the 6 back behind the pass line. That'll put $10 at risk rather than 12. As behind the line, it pays at 6 to 5 rather than 7 to 6. So anytime you can take advantage of those small differences, that just adds a little more money to your bankroll. Certainly worth your time. Okay, a good start, a hard 10, so that's an $18 winner, and we'll take it down along with the 4. And there's a craps 3, that's a horn number. And in this system, anytime we hit a horn number, which is a negative number we look at, we take down 2 more numbers, so it'll be just like a hit, so the 5 and 9 come down, and now all that's at risk, once again, is the 6 and the 8. And this time we actually hit the 6, so we'll take down the 8. And we have a new shooter coming out. We're at 1875. Here's the roll. Okay, that's the winner 7. Roll them again. Another 7. Another winner. And there's the 8. Now, anytime someone starts rolling 7s, it worries me a little bit. So rather than coming out with 64 across here, we're going to reduce that down and just come out with 1 unit per number, and that'll be 32 across. And then once again we'll pick up that 8 with the odds bet behind the pass line. So let's see if he does it. Yeah, he hits that 7. So sometimes you just get a bad shooter, and he threw four rolls through 3 7s. So let's try this next shooter. Comes up, pass line bet is down. There's the easy 6, so that's a little better. So we'll go back up to the 64 across and see if we can hit a couple numbers, and we'll pick up the 6 on the pass line at the 6 to 5 odds. Rolls away. It's the easy 8, $14 winner, and we'll take down the 4 and the 10. And 7 out on the next roll, so that's not good. So pass line bet down, next shooter, there's a 5. Since the last round was a loser, we're going to up our bets on this one to 25 on the outside numbers, 5 and the 9 also, and then the 6 and the 8 will be $30, and that's to pick up a full payout at 7 to 6 should we hit one of those numbers. Now we're not going to put a pass line odds bet down because the odds on the 5 you can only get 4 times. So I'd rather get the $25 up there rather than 20 behind the line. So here we go, first roll. Okay, there's the easy 6, that's a $35 winner. So we'll take down the 4 and the 10 and roll them again. Alright, there's the 8, hard 8, that's another winner. So the 5 and the 9 come down, and see if we can hit this last number. And there's the craps 3. As we said, normally we take down 2 numbers when we hit a horn number, which the 3 certainly is one of those. However, we're down to just 2 numbers on the board at a minimum, so there's really not a lot of advantage to doing that. So we're going to leave those 2 up and hope we hit the 6 or 8 before Big Red shows up. And there's show 11, another horn number, and there's the 7. So another shooter goes by the way, and we're still sitting about even. We're actually down just a little bit. See if we can make that up with this shooter. Okay, come out 7, so that's a winner. And there's the 9, and since he did hit a number on that second row, we're going to go ahead and put 64 across. We're going to change it up just a little bit this time though. We're going to put 2 units on the 5 and 9 as we've done before, but we're going to put 3 units on the 6 and 8, which are the most commonly hit numbers, and reduce the 4 and 10 to 1 unit. So basically we're just moving 1 unit from the 10 and 4 to the 6 and 8, hoping we can hit that and get a little better payoff this time. The roller has the dice. Here we go, there's a 9. So that's the number we were looking for. Get a little payoff there, so that's a hit. So we're going to take down the outside numbers, the 4 and the 10. come out, roll, another 7. So that's 2 7s for that gentleman. And there's the hard 4. So the 9, we're going to put that back up since it came down when we hit it a moment ago. And let's roll those bones. Okay, there's the easy 6, so that's a nice hit for us. And we'll take down the 5 and the 9, and that leaves the 6 and the 8 with $18 on each. $5 pass line bet is still up. So that's $41 at risk as we roll the dice. And there's the 4, we hit our number. So the place bets are off now, coming out. And there's the easy 8. Now on this one we are going to take that down and put a $15 odds bet behind the pass line, and that will pay at 6 to 5, which will be the same payout, but we'll have $1 less at risk. So here we go, and there's the 8. So that was quick, like that. So we'll leave that 6 up. Come out, roll is a 6. Take that down, and now we're going to reduce down to just 1 unit per number, and we're going to put 2 units on the 6 and the 8, and we're going to leave the 4 and 10 naked. And once again we picked up the 6 by placing the odds on the pass line. Okay, there's a horn number. Normally we'd take 2 down, but we've already got 2 down, so we'll just leave those alone. There's the 9, $7 winner. So it comes down along with the 5. And we're down to the 6 and 8. That's a horn number, but as we've explained before, we're going to leave that up. And we hit the 8, but we forgot to cap it, so rather than getting the full $14 payout, we just get 11. So we've got to pay attention to that. So we've hit all our numbers, so let's repopulate. Put 1 on the 5 and the 9. And this time we're going to go ahead and cap that 8. Dice in hand. Okay, there's Snake Eyes, another horn number. And there's the 6, so we hit that. So the place bets are off. Come out, rolls, another 6. So since we hit that number before, we'll take down the 5 and the 9, and we'll go back behind the pass line to pick up that 6. So looking for 6 or an 8, and we 7 out on that one. So let's try one more shooter, and then we'll call this episode a session. And we come out with a hard 8, and let's go 64 across. We're going to put 2 on the 5 and 9, and then 3 units on the 6 and 8, and we're just going to leave the 4 and the 10 blank and see if we can get a little money on the 6 and 8 this time, a little more money on it. Okay, we hit the 8 right out of the chute, so that's a good start. So place bets are off. Come out, rolls the 6. Since we hit a number, we're going to take down the 5 and 9. We're going to move the 6 over to the 8. And we're going to pick up the pass line odds on the 6. Here we go. Okay, easy 8, so there's a winner. And we'll try one more here, and that's a 7 out. Now we did make a mistake there when we hit that 8. We should have taken those numbers down and repopulated with 32 across. However, we didn't do that. It only cost us about an extra $5, but it's just something you need to pay attention to, and it's a lot easier to pay attention here than it is in a casino where you have all the action and all the noise around you. So that's just something to be aware of. So we're going to end this session at $1,919, which is another winning session. It's not the numbers we're used to, but we did win. It's a $78 addition to our bankroll. So that's certainly a good thing as we wrap up episode 6. We do thank you for watching. We hope you got some value out of this, and we'll hit the thumbs up button. And also subscribe. Once we can get to 1,000 subscribers, we can start doing these episodes live, and that'll be a lot more fun for everyone, I think. Well, this is Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University. If you're out in the casinos today or in the near future, we wish you the best of luck, and we hope that all those rolls are winners. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.